Hello, hello. All right. I've just been for a little walk around in Tokyo and we're just walking back to my hostel now, so I thought it'd be a good time to document my story, which I've had over the last 24 hours since leaving Melbourne and arriving in Tokyo. So basically I got a flight to Xiamen, which is my transfer in China. No problems. Got a taxi from the airport to the hotel where I was going to stay for the night. No problems. Got out of the taxi, went to pay for my hotel. My wallet was gone. I paid for using cash from my wallet in the taxi, but yeah, I must have left it in the taxi. So I went back to the airport where I got the help of the police to identify the taxi, and they called the taxi company and the taxi driver. They kind of found the footage of me in the taxi and saw that I had the wallet, but the taxi driver couldn't find it. So working theory is that either a passenger after me took it, or it slipped out as I got out of the taxi. So no money. At about 11 p.m. the hotel receptionist where I went back had pity on me and paid for my room, which was incredibly kind of her. And then I woke up the next morning, got the flight to Tokyo. I then in Tokyo thought I might be able to use contactless a bit more than I probably was able to in let me get this crossing, than I was able to in China. Contactless wasn't really a thing in China, but alas, the airport was pretty much cash and card only, which meant that I was just stranded in the airport, which was about 2 hours away from Tokyo itself. And so my plan was to make a sign that said, "I've lost my wallet, please help me get to Tokyo, I can speak some Japanese." I started writing that in Japanese, but then I thought, well, why don't I just hang out at the public transport areas, because there's loads of people, kind of foreigners like me who speak English, who might be able to just pay for my ticket. So I wrote in English the same thing, saying, "Can you please help me get to Tokyo?" And I wrote this sign, and it was half written. I'd half started writing in Japanese that as well. And I walked over to the transport area just to start holding up my sign, and then I got approached by a Japanese TV crew. One guy holding a big camera, one guy holding a microphone, and a woman. And it turns out they were doing a Japanese TV show that was looking at why people wanted to come to China. And they came up to me and they said, "Do you want an interview? Can we have an interview? Can we have an interview?" And because they'd seen my sign and they were very curious. And they basically asked me loads of questions. I told them the whole story. The woman was the translator, and the man was the TV presenter. And I told them my story, and then he said, "Well, who's going to pay for your ticket?" And I said, "Maybe I've done the interview. Maybe you could you pay for the ticket?" And he said yes. So he gave me the cash for the ticket, and came down with me and helped me buy the ticket, get to the right place. And then I got to my hostel. So that's been my 24 hours. Lost my wallet in China, ended up on a TV show in Japan. He's given me all the details about, when it will come out and that. So yeah, maybe I'll see myself getting interviewed at a station that I was about to hitchhike from. But then here we go, safe and sound in Japan.